Alrighty. Here we go. Get roulette! I took a bite at like the most awkward time. Darkstar, Mordekaiser, Cosmic Sting, Scarter, Prestige, Star Guardian, Sigil, Cosmic Hunter, Varus, Dragon Slayer, Braum, Music, Fag, Dragon, Astronaut, Ivan, Spear Blossom, Ari, Heartthrob, Galen, Battle, Top, Seraphine, winner! With a mouth full of bread. Alright, well, while we wait for the early game to settle on in, I guess, I'm gonna mic off because I wanna finish eating this bread real quick. But we're looking at probably high bouts of action in the mid lane and the bot lane early, and I expect these junglers to get on the map aggressively. So.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Alright, here we go. The lane phase has started.
Cute, aren't they?
Well, I'll finish that last piece of bread a little later. Canal taking a pretty bad trade up in the top lane. Already used up the potion. Doesn't have access to cookies. So far, Black Wax is taking a dookie on this Thermo Pump. But Mr. Shaft is shafting Maraska so far. Went with the skill point, so she'll hit that level 9 power spike a little bit early. Double Pump is out of mana and low on HP. Alright. Both junglers have finished their clears. Now Moroska taking a really big hit here. Taking out to about 30%. Okay, Pina is though. Has to be careful. So it looks like we went for a lethality Varus. So I mean it makes sense versus Batan, who doesn't play tanks outside of Skarner. But this Gragas could be a problem if Pina gets off to a good start. So far, it seems like we're trying. Okay. from... Oh, Setson taking a huge chunk here. Looking at the money, no me. The gold gap is starting to increase in the bot lane. Already almost 15 CS difference right now. See how much CS Varus can get with barely any mana. Okay, the Unbreakable gonna block. We almost get that plate. Moroska here getting juked around by the fancy feet of Mr. Shaft. Yeah, double bump, really not having a good laning phase. Gotta lose out on this entire wave of minions here. Okay, Zetsun gonna be forced to take up most of the wave, so he's gonna have to take a recall soon. But that's Dragon Priority given over for free to the side of Batan, who hasn't claimed any of her camps yet. That's why it looks like there's a CS difference. But she's technically prepared all her camps. Both Moroska and Mr. Shaft have managed to get their Lost Chapter as a first item. Ooh. Moroska in a bit of danger, forced to flash over the wall. Beautiful flash, allows her to live. I don't know if she would have gone that far with the Spirit Rush, but Blackbox canceling its own auto attack means it's gonna miss a few CS. Yeah, Pina having to take a recall here means that we're not going to have any grub pressure. Moroska was also pushed away. So, only saving grace right now is the bot lane. Canal seems to be going towards a Rylai's Crystal Scepter first. Good idea. This lull will help into the Gragas, who's going more of the tank build. Resi is gonna flash in place. It's a little bit awkward, but now 2 plates taken here for the bot lane. Yeah. Alright. Well, gonna drop some protection wards up near the blue buff. Blackwax taking a little bit of damage, but dodging the Arcane Comet. However, Well was not so lucky as she ran into Blackwax's projected target. Okay. And Pina's doing what he can right now. Okay. So far, the steady lead that we have bot lane is mirrored in the mid lane, but for the enemy team. Mr. Shafish is having a lot of fun in Tamaroska, but if you don't know the matchup very well, it becomes a little hard to get stuff done. Moroska has been falling prey to just walking into stuns. But it's okay. Come the mid game if we can get some good picks on the Varus, things should balance out. Well, that was embarrassing. Pina throws the cast, but misses a point blank range cast to get Canal into the tower. And now just gonna teleport back. The Rayleigh's picked up here by Sir Quacks. Sir Quacks having about 100 gold lead, so it fluctuates. But it's starting to build. Okay, Resi is looking for a gank in the top side. Okay, forcing the flash out of Pina is good, but I mean, it's giving up another dragon for free. I mean, I guess you got to take grubs, but this team doesn't really seem like they do grubs that well. I mean, Varus is lethality, so he doesn't have any attack speed. Sinja just naturally doesn't take turrets too well, and Mordekaiser is the only one who would want to get some time with the turret, but I mean, getting the dragon stacking on as soon as possible is like really nice because we have a Hextech Rift, and that means the Hex Gates, they're activating. Okay, but that has to be a little bit careful. We are channeling. Okay, so Moroska forced to teleport here. The feats of strength will be achieved if we get this turret. And if we're not, as long as we can get this turret before the next objective goes down. Well, wait, yeah. Barrier coming through, gonna block a lot of the damage from the Syndra all in, but the shields from Ivern and Seraphine really putting in a lot of work. Collector now finished, but that turret is on a knife's edge. Oh, wait. Okay, so now this dragon actually matters. Well, the next objective actually matters because they're 2-2 in objectives. Alright, up. Alright, and the feats of strength have been achieved for the window washers. Crazy. I don't know, man. The Ivern, very underwhelming all day. I've never liked this jungle pick. Outside of very specific scenarios, but I mean, you have a Gragas, you have an Ahri, so you don't even have champions that like utilize the grass really well. And it's just like, what's the point? I mean, if the Edge play like this, they're out. Is that the KDA music playing every time there's a fucking barrel? Okay, that's fucking cool. I didn't know that fucking the barrel had the KDA music bump. Da 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 da. And Mr. Chef has an item and a half, Sork Shoes. Blackwax had already used the barrier early, so it just means gets caught out. And gets annihilated, yeah. Okay, can out here force the flash. Pina gonna miss that cannon. Very unfortunate. The CS gap is starting to climb in the top lane. 700 gold down from just farming a neutral objective claiming. Teleport coming out. We finally have the rod here. I'm surprised we're even going Rod instead of going Cosmic Fimble, but did they like nerf Cosmic? I never see that item anymore. Alright. Oh! Precious! What was that? Okay, well, I guess the window washers, they don't want to win the game. I don't know. That seemed like one of the worst team fights you could have possibly taken. Pina having to take a recall now. Okay, that's going to be Hextech Soul Point taken here for... Hextech Soul Point taken here for the side of DH for relatively free. The window washers allowing a lot of bad things just to happen in that team fight. Like, why did we force it? Like, Canadian Whale did not flash, Blackwax did not flash. Yes, Pina flashed on Syndra, so you give up the Syndra and then, like, disengage. Don't keep fighting through the Seraphine ultimate. I was just, honestly, I was very confused as to why we tried to force through a Seraphine ultimate without the use of the Braum Shield. Because if it was a 4-man Seraphine ultimate, it would have been great and unbreakable, but I mean, I guess Zetsun doesn't support that well. Alright, Moroska here, able to get a lot of pressure by pushing this turret. Blackwax gonna be in danger. Yeah, not taking the cleanse against Varus, Syndra, Varus, Syndra, Skarner, Zetsun. I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like the barrier players are really greedy. Okay, we get the shutdown onto Tumble Pump, but now Moroska might just die. Okay, Beautiful Seraphine ult for disengage. Alright, so Canadian Whale once again saving Moroska from what seemed like certain death. But Batan might... Oh no, okay. Really, really nice roots by Canadian Whale to save her team. However, Canal's been pretty unfazed most of the game. And he's starting to build a decent lead. Okay, so this is the GA Akshan. So he's like the Swain. He has like the Swain ultimate attack instead of the claws of despair or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah. So we're dropping a ward on the Otagon. I wonder how long the Otagon stays in play. Does it just live there? Varus not having flash is key because it's one of like the only damage dealers on the team. Black Wax trying to get to his second item. The Infinity Edge going to be really big here. But if there's no Mikhails built by the Seraphine, Black Wax's life is just permanently going to be in danger. Because it can cancel the Skarner ultimate. It can cancel the stuns. Okay, it can stop the chains of corruptions. And here we go here. But now Black Wax has no flash, so the next time Resius wants to make a play. Alright. The window washers really don't know how to block Caitlyn ults. That shit's crazy. So we are demobilizing the mid push to save the two turrets. That is smart. Resi is almost on death's door. But Canal now mobilizing after having pushed the wave in. Black Wax in danger. Yeah, unfortunately, Black Wax's lack of wanting to play with the team, like staying close to support and stuff. Oh, Pina, no, Pina might just be dead here. Actually, not. It's Phase Rush Gragas. What am I talking about? Okay, we have the Horizon focus on Ahri. I would like to see a bit more damage out of this Ahri build, because like right now, it's like really vegan. Well, it's like literally just there to ult. Like an ult bot, find a charm, but it like there's no standalone damage. Okay. Moroska not finding the play here. Her ultimate is low cooldown, but it was a nice attempt, I guess, but... Okay, this is Hextech Soul on the line. We're committing the teleports. A nice multi-man charm. Pina getting Mr. Shaft in a dangerous position, but no one's auto-attacking. Black Wax gets annihilated. Pina's here in the middle, but he can't really do much to Canal. Thermal Pomp is popping off. And yeah. Yeah, the Ivern really not doing much this game. Okay, well, we can try again, but now we're back down to a 4,000 gold deficit. And this was before the Mordekaiser had his 2 items. Before now Syndra's on 2+. I mean, Ahri and Syndra are pretty even. But now Black Wax is starting to fall really behind. See, Serpent's Fang's second item for the Varus makes it so that shields basically don't exist. We got 6 grubs and a demolish trigger. We took the dragon, and now we're probably going to look to take the Autogon. That 3-minute window could be pivotal. Skarner now with an extra Giant's Belt and a Koenig Rooker. Mordekaiser are going full defensive, grabbing the Spirit Visage and Merc super early. So yeah, now if Caitlin's not attacking this Mordekaiser, we're not seeing any damage because Pina hasn't built any. I mean, we have a Blinding Jewel on the Ahri, but because the rest of her build doesn't really do much damage, it's not going to be that helpful, to be fair. Okay, we picked up the Noxie and Swift Marchers here. For Thermal Pump. So should be able to the 25% slow resistance and gains an extra 4% movement speed, but it also gives 70 movement speed. So with the movement speed from the Yomu's Ghostblade, that's a decent amount of movement speed. Okay, Pina is very tanky, but the door comes out and no one's there. Once again, we failed to find a charm with Moroska. And now Black Wax is in trouble. Yep. I mean, Ivern can only do so much. It's already just a champion that doesn't do anything. Ivern's like a win more style champion. When you're winning, it's super oppressive with the shields. When you're behind, it's just a bad support. But they didn't draft the team to get ahead. They're on red side. They saw the Mordekaiser. And they just been Gragas into it. They give Moroska a lane where he gets shafted, where she got shafted early. And it didn't really play through bot that well. And now Black Wax is 2-6. And he's the only like real carry today for the team. So it's kind of crazy. Alright, we are starting the Autogon. Canal and Mr. Shaft are making their way there. Resius, Zetsun, and Thermal Pump are also here. The Autogon's at 5,000. And yeah, that's the objective just gone. Right? A nice impale on the onto Batan, but there's no one to follow up. So for the next like 150 seconds, if you would die, you don't die. You just Zonias, go back home. So you essentially have a free GA recall. All in one. But that's gonna be taken out. And Canal's under turret here. A nice encore. But where's the damage at? It just doesn't matter. You see, this buff makes it so that you can take a bad fight before it expires. I'd say like everyone just gets away. Like you get no money for winning a team fight. This is literally the gypsy buff. A fucking scam. You just get gypsied, bro. It's like, oh, I can tell your fortune. Ooh, you will waste your time winning a team fight. How does that make any sense? Normally winning a team fight means you did good, but it just doesn't matter. This buff is absurdly strong. Because like look, they took the middle inhibitor turret, they took the top inner turret inhibitor turret to 50%. Now Moroska? Okay, Moroska baited the flash from the Varus, that's good. But Thermal Pump without flash, a little vulnerable, but everyone on the side of the window washers is 3 items. Even Brahm's almost working on his third item. That's crazy when the supports have 2+ completed items. The Baron Bob's just gonna take this turret because Pina can't wave clear for shit. Yeah, this build doesn't do any damage. It's like tank Pina, but it's... I mean, Pina's Gragas is almost like Pina's Gnar. I don't know, man. I've not seen the cast landing today. Okay, so we're 1v9ing a Mordekaiser. We're trying. Okay, Mordekaiser's clearly not winning this. Okay, Caitlyn gets a shutdown, gets a bit of money. Now Caitlyn back up to speed. That's good. But we used... I don't know what Moroska was doing. Had the flash. That's the rest of the base getting open. There's no turrets left besides the Nexus turrets, but those don't really matter. Pina here in a bit of trouble. Gonna get blown the fuck up. A nice encore, but there's no damage. The Chain of Corruption gonna put in the work, and Resius is unstoppable, and it looks like DH gets eliminated from the Sushi Cup. Well, GG's. I don't know, man. I never want to see an Ivern again this season. It's so bad. Well, I thought Resius was gonna die to the turret. Okay, we get executed here. We take the Nexus turret. Moroska's trying. Okay, so we live for what feels like one last second. Okay, but now the base is in complete tatters. Yeah, the base in complete tatters. Though they can literally just walk to the Nexus and blow it up. We finally built the Mikhails, but I don't know. I think the meta is just to play a tank jungle. I think tank jungles are just too strong. Support jungles are kind of like dead, and carries, they're not good in team environments unless you draft the team around your jungle. Like, can't really play Kindred without a team that enables Kindred to do stuff like Karma, the Lulu and stuff, you know. You gotta take some L's some places to get some W's in other places, you know. You need team fight support. Okay, Resius gonna look for a play, gets charmed up, gets rooted, gets stunned, but he's not taking any damage. He's just eating the Caitlyn crits. Okay, Talbot Pope kind of trolling. So that's the 80 carry with a big shutdown. Okay, we gotta fight. Pina gets impaled. A beautiful 3-man encore by Canadian Whale. Pina's trying to get out. Can he? The ace in the hole gonna do 5 damage to Braum. And Mr. Shaft is gonna put his dick in Pina's booty as he kills him. Alright, Kenal trying to have fun. The shields on Black Wax are insane. But Mr. Shaft tried to end the game, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of minions. An inhibitor has respawn? All inhibitors have respawn? Wait. Oh, you need to take all 3. Oh no, the Nexus turrets have respawned. Then why are they attacking? What is this bug? Bro, my Nexus turrets are AFK. Never mind, they were broken again. It's this visual bug? Alright. That's the end of DH's run. Crazy.